I'm Janelle de la Cruz.
I am Jason Garaw.
I am Grayson S. Biglanes.
I am Annalyn C. Peñalosa.
We are the presenters of Module 4, Integrating New Literacies in the Curriculum.
Integrating. To form, coordinate, or blend into a functioning or a unified whole. It is also defined as making things or people together that were formerly separated. New literacies. A broad term developed to articulate literacy practice made available through the advent of multimedia, particularly to digital advances. The examples are blogs, fanfiction, video games, websites, online social networking, and etc. Integrating new literacies. According to Friedrich 2014, the integrating new literacies must need information and communication skills, educational standards, change in pedagogical practices, best practices for teachers, learning, technology, and coaching. The concept of integrated curriculum. The introduction of integrated curriculum gained greater support in 1960s based on the essential organization of content. The design emphasizes the role of diverse entities whose academic disciplines clearly defined in terms of knowledge, skills, and values. Thus, integrated curriculum focus on basic skills, content, and higher level thinking. Encourages lifelong learning, structure learning around theme, big ideas, and meaningful concept. Provide connection among various curricular disciplines. Provide learners opportunities to apply skills they have learned. Encourage active participation in relevant real-life experiences. Captivates, motivates, and challenge learners. Provides a deeper understanding of content. Offer opportunities for more small group and industrialized instruction, and accommodate a variety of learning styles, theories, and multiple intelligence.
And now, let's move to the approaches to integration. According to the Association of Supervision and Curriculum Development 2004, there are approaches to integration, and these are the multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary. First, we have the multidisciplinary approach. It focuses primarily on different disciplines. Teacher who employs this approach may create standards from disciplines within a theme. Also, it can be recalled that the previous Restructured Basic Education Curriculum, or RBEC, is the best depiction of a multidisciplinary approach. The figure below shows 4 disciplines: the Araling Panlipunan, Values Education, MAPE, and TLE, were integrated along with the theme Makabayan, as an integrated subject serves as laboratory of life. The next figure shows the science integrate subdisciplines such as earth science, biology, chemistry, and physics that responds to spiral curriculum approach. Next, we have the interdisciplinary approach. Teachers organize and capsulize the curriculum around common learning across disciplines to emphasize interdisciplinary skills and concepts. This figure is an example of interdisciplinary approach. The teacher teaching Filipino as a discipline. The teacher hones students' language skills while reporting to the content and topics in Araling Panlipunan. Lastly, we have the transdisciplinary integration. Teacher design a curriculum within student needs and concerns. Students develop life skills as they apply disciplinary and interdisciplinary real-life contexts. 2 routes lead to transdisciplinary integration, namely project-based learning and negotiating the curriculum. The figure shows that in transdisciplinary integration, there is a need to plan out curriculum around student needs and concerns. The subject areas were concerned in the theme concepts, life skills, real-world context, career prospect, community integration, social problems and dilemmas, life experiences, and student questions.
Interconnecting the three approaches. These approaches offer an excellent fit for standard through a backward design process as teachers integrate standard-based planning with effective teaching and learning practice. The multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary perspective offers different maps to begin the design process. Teachers can use only the approaches of any level of education in a single classroom or in a team approach. Despite some differences in the degree and the intent of integration, the three approaches share many similarities. According to Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development in 2004, the centrality of standard and the needs for accountability bring the new approaches closer together in practice. Here are the comparing and contrasting the approach to integration. In the first aspect, organizing center, in terms of multidisciplinary, the standards of discipline organized around theme. While in the interdisciplinary aspect, interdisciplinary skills and concepts embedded in disciplinary standards. And the transdisciplinary, the real-life context and the student questions. Second, in the conceptualization of knowledge, in terms of multidisciplinary, knowledge best is learned through structure of disciplines, a right answer and one truth. In terms of interdisciplinary, the disciplines connected by a common concept and skills, knowledge considered to be socially constructed, and many rights answer. In terms of transdisciplinary, all knowledge interconnected and interdependent. Many rights answer and knowledge considered to be indeterminate and ambiguous. Third aspect is the role of the teachers. In terms of multidisciplinary, a teacher is a facilitator and a specialist. In terms of interdisciplinary, a teacher is a facilitator, a specialist, as well as generalist. While in terms of transdisciplinary, a teacher is a co-planner, co-learner, a specialist, as well as generalist. The fourth is the starting place. In terms of multidisciplinary, disciplinary standard and procedures. In terms of interdisciplinary, the interdisciplinary is to know, do, and be. While in terms of transdisciplinary, student questions and concerns to connect in the real-world context. In the ninth aspect, which is the learning to do. In terms of multidisciplinary, the disciplinary skills and focal point and interdisciplinary skills also included. While in terms of interdisciplinary skills and focal point is included, and disciplinary skills also included. In terms of transdisciplinary, interdisciplinary skills and disciplinary skills applied in real-life context. In 10th aspect, which is the learning to be, the demographic value, character education, habits of mind, and life of skills.
Methods of curriculum integration. On approaches to curriculum integration, there are methods that are processed and devised for this purpose. The first method is project-based learning. According to Corpus 2014, it engaged students in creating knowledge while enhancing their skills in critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, reasoning, synthesis, and resilience. The second method is service learning. According to Clavenger, Bright et al. 2012, it refers to learning that actively involves students in a wide range of experience which often benefit others and the community, while also advancing the goals of a given curriculum. The third method is learning center or parallel disciplines. A popular way to integrate the curriculum is to address a topic or theme through the lenses of several classrooms. Students often experience this approach at learning center. In the higher grades, students usually study topic or theme in different classrooms. The fourth is team-based. Some teachers go beyond sequencing content and plan collaboration, and they do it in a more intensive way of working with a team dubbed as team-based. Often 3 or more subject areas are involved in the such and the units, and with a integrated cultivating activity. The last method is fusion. In this method, teacher fuse. The last method is fusion. In this method, teacher fuse skills, knowledge, or even attitudes into the regular school curriculum. In some schools, students learn respect for the environment in every subject. Of some incorporate values across education.
Let's move to the other types of integrated curriculum. First is connected. This happens when topics surrounding disciplines are connected, which allows students to review and reconceptualize ideas within a discipline. Second is the sequence. This is observed when similar ideas are taught together, although in different subjects, which facilitates learning across content areas but requires a lot of communication among teachers of different disciplines. Third is the shared. This is when teachers use their planning to create an integrated unit between two disciplines. Although in some ways, this method of integration requires a lot of communication and collaboration between two teachers. The last one is the webbed. This reflects when a teacher plans to base the subject areas around a central theme that will tend students to see the connection within different subjects.
According to Chabra, in 2017, said that joining educational program with a classroom incorporates combining different subject areas, and after that, teaching them in relation to a particular subject or an idea. Innovative teachers and school inclined toward integrating the educational programs in their classroom because it progresses student achievements on best needs and coordinates educational programs utilize a specified three distinctive approach of integration.
The benefits of integrate curriculum model. First, it focuses on base skills, content, and higher level thinking. Second, it provides a deeper understanding of content. Third, it encourages active participation in relevant real-life experiences. Fourth, it provides connections among various curricular disciplines. Last, it accommodates a variety of learning styles, theories, and multiple intelligences.
The table of the integration of new literacy in the K-12 curriculum. In the first literacy, the multicultural and global literacy, which is the subject area, is the Aralin Panlipunan. The outcome to be used is to demonstrate respect for culture diversity. And the strategy is role-playing, brainstorming. Also, the assessment output to be used is the rubric assessment result and brainstorming report. 2. The social literacy. The subject area is the edukasyon sa pagpapakatao. Outcomes to be used is to apply ethical and moral standard on view, issues, and cases. Strategy is the case analysis and dilemma analysis, and the assessment output is case, report, and narratives. Third is the media literacy, which is the subject area is the English and Filipino. The outcomes is to use media in communication, dissemination, and transaction. The strategy is to use media assisted as instruction, and the assessment output is the e-portfolio and Google Keep. The fourth literacy is the financial literacy, which is the subject area is mathematics and TLE. In the outcomes, in mathematics, solve problems in context of business and investment aspect. In terms of TLE, is to apply effective techniques in budgeting and income-generating enterprises. The strategy to be used in mathematics is the problem solving, while in the TLE is business simulations and immersion. The assessment output is the scores in problem solving drills and exercises. In the TLE is business plan and inventory. The fifth literacies is the digital and cyber literacies, which is the subject area is the computer subject and the research. The outcomes for computer subject is to examine the computer virus that commonly damage computers and network and systems, while in the research is to cite ways in resolving plagiarism issues and determine research protocols. The strategy to be used in computer subject is the hands-on activity, experiential activity, and the project-based, while in the research is the exploratory method. Assessment output is the computer and capstone, while in the research is the research output. The sixth literacies is the eco-literacy. The subject area is the science, and the outcomes is to suggest ways on how to protect nature and address climate changes. The strategy is the task-based and project-based, and the assessment output is the project portfolio, participation log, and learning reflection on journal. The seventh and the last literacies is the arts and creative literacy, which is the subject area is the MAPE, and the outcomes is to create artwork and artistic designs using indigenous materials. The strategy is to manipulative works, art studio workshop methods, and the assessment output is the project designs and crafts.